How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, 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 hello. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Okay, welcome to the Deliberate Millionaire stream. I am Rosemary Noni Knight. I am the Prosperity Minister and a business coach for ambitious spiritual people determined, absolutely determined to thrive, to prosper, to make at least six figures whilst living in their purpose. I help you to leave behind the pain, the limiting beliefs of the past, and to rise victorious in your true design life. Again, I'll tell you, your true design, the life you're meant for, is a free, fulfilled, financially abundant, a love drenched life. But this is the magic here. You have to claim it. You have to wake up and claim it. You are the authority in your life. You know this, and you generally tend to act in the world with power, with a certain appearance of self-assurance. But then when it comes to the things that are most important to you, when it comes to the things that are just about you getting what you desire, you sometimes falter. It's easier for you to help everybody else to achieve their goals. But when it comes to your own, you downplay it, you belittle it, and you end up unfulfilled, really wanting a different experience of life, but not actually getting there. It's to you I'm speaking, okay? Because I know you are actually very, very capable. You know it too, okay? I'm not telling you anything you don't know. In fact, you're quite proud of the fact that despite the things that you've been through, you still stand and you have overcome a lot and you are still showing up for your life. But you also know that there is so much more available to you that you haven't even touched yet. And so you long and desire that more, but you keep holding yourself back. And this is one area where that has a tendency to cause you to hold back. And this is when considering your trauma, the abuses that you've faced, the abuse that you faced when particularly when you were growing up, whether it was mental, whether it was sexual abuse, whether it was physical abuse. I mean, we grew up, if you're anything like me anyway, I grew up with parents that were of a generation where physical abuse was normal. It was normal. It was just, it's just what you do to discipline your children. And we just took it and it was just normal. Of course, now we're all older and more awake or something, or woke. Is that the word? We're woke, that we're not supposed to physically abuse our children and think that that's us bringing up our children, right? Basically, what we, for our generation at least, for the generation of parents that brought me up, tended to think that physical abuse was a form of good discipline for your children. And there were certain things, and for some parents, I have no issue with my parents or anything around this at all. It was just normal in the time, and but I also know that it could go too far. I did see parents who took it too far. Okay, and then there's also the side of things where sexual abuse was just so normal, so normal. You'd have uncles, abusing their nieces, and it was just normal. You're just supposed to sweep it under the carpet and pretend that these things it's just normal. It's just what happens. You tell your parents, but they just, oh, don't worry, it's just an uncle. He's just, he's just a little bit over exuberant. Or in some horrible cases, and these are clients that I've spoken to, where the mother will be like abusing the child and accusing the child of doing something that made the male relative sexually abuse the child. Are you kidding me? These are things that people go through in family life. Hey, yo, Sunman, hello. And they just sweep under the carpet and pretend that these things did not happen. Or even the mental, emotional abuse that happened. So yes, maybe your parents didn't beat you or allow you to be sexually abused, but then the words that were spoken of your life, to this day, you still hear their voices ringing in your ears. And yet, You are that person. If you're anything like me, I mean, when I came to this country, when I came back to this country, I was 25. No, no, no. When I came back to this country, I was 17. But then I still remember when I was around in my early 20s, talking with people at church and all of this, and them talking about trauma and talking about various emotional situations and emotional things and things that need to heal. And because I've been brought up in the third world country, to me, all of that stuff just seemed so wishy-washy and wimpy. And I used to just think to myself, you people and your sorry, if you're white, sorry, but I used to think you people and your white man diseases that that I just don't even get. And you might be that person that thinks that way. I don't think that way anymore, but I did at that point because I had been taught, I had learned to push down any of the hurt, any of the feeling around these areas of my life. But the thing you don't realize, because you pride yourself on ignoring this stuff, pretending it didn't happen, or more to the point, knowing that it happened, knowing that you overcame, feeling really strong about it, but then not actually dealing with it. And so, as much as you are functioning in life, and you do function very, very well because you are a powerful being, no doubt about it, there's still this stuff that holds you back. So, when it comes to living in your purpose, where in some ways you cannot hide those parts of you, because living in your purpose profitably demands that you look at, I've said this to you guys before, business growth is extreme spiritual growth. And when you are spiritually growing, there is nowhere to hide. You cannot hide from your past. You cannot pretend that it did not happen. You can try to, but it will show up. It will show up in some areas of your business, of your relationships. It will show up. And you can try to pretend that it doesn't affect you. You can try, but it does. Okay? It does. And it is keeping you from fully experiencing the free, the fulfilled, the financially abundant, the love drenched life. I had to learn this. It was particularly when I started growing a business that I had to start facing into the fact that there were areas in my life that, I could try to pretend they weren't there and try to downplay it and tell myself it's not that big a deal, but it was. I still remember that first time. I've said this to you guys before, but I'll say it again. The first time I did a full day, so it was like 8 hours of just forgiveness work with a coach. Forgiveness work. My business, the income from my business doubled within 90 days from that 8-hour session. That was the first time I really experienced the fact that actually healing yourself, handling this stuff that you're trying to pretend doesn't exist, has a direct impact on your physical reality. Why? Because I said this to you guys before, or maybe I haven't, I don't know. But ultimately, every single thing you want to manifest is love materialized, love energy materialized. Okay. And yes, to a certain extent, you can work and push hard until you break through, and you'll break through to a limited level. And for a lot of you, you've experienced in some success, but in areas that you don't actually care to experience success. It's like I experienced success in being a pharmacist. I experienced quick success in being a property business owner, but I didn't really want to stay in any of these areas. What I wanted was what I'm doing right now. And in order for me to do what I'm doing right now, there was no way I could keep pretending that I was fine and everything was okay and that I had nothing to heal and I just need to push and work hard and work hard and work hard and then I'll break through. There's just no way to do that. And for some of you, that's why you're not living in your purpose, is because you recognized that you would have to face these things and you didn't want to. Because there's a part of you that is afraid that if you look at these traumatized areas in your soul, that you will just stay there broken and bruised, because you've seen so many broken, bruised, wimpy kind of, okay, I don't want to generalize, but there's certain kinds of spirituality that lends itself to people who are just forever broken and bruised and forever trying to heal, and they never really accomplish anything in life, but they're healing all the time. And you don't want to be that person. And I get it. I don't want to be that person either. Okay. But I recognize that I don't have to stop taking action in the direction of my thing, of my goals and my dreams, but I do need to heal if I want to move faster. Because I mean, even the divine said to me, just healing alone will just, if you're focused all the time on all the things you need to heal forever and ever and ever, then all you'll ever get is healed. But I wanted more than just being healed, because you can be healed and broke. You can be healed and broke if you want to be healed and broke. But I wanted to be healed and very, very wealthy, as well as very, very fulfilled. Okay. So therefore, I had to keep taking action in the physical reality for sure. But I also could not pretend that there weren't parts of my soul that needed healing. So I had to start to handle and look at where where the wounds, where were the frozen personalities inside of me that needed to heal. And I worked with coaches around this stuff. For some of y'all, you might need therapy, or sometimes it's just enough to, yeah, to have a coach or a mentor to help you see. And it's like when I do my remove the block sessions with people, that's what we're looking for. We're looking at the issue that you're facing, and then we're connecting. Well, we're connecting with the divine anyway, but we're connecting with the divine, and I'm asking or seeking to see, where are the blocks, where are the things holding you back? Because for most of y'all in this community, as I say, you are hard workers. It's not that you're not doing or you don't know how to do the practical stuff. Yes, we can have a session where we're mapping out like your marketing plan or sales strategy or anything like that. But even if I'm doing that with you, I will be looking and hearing, listening for the blocks. What lies, what weird beliefs are you carrying that are holding you back from actually reaching the goals that you desire? And definitely how you were brought up. If you have experienced sexual, emotional, or physical abuse, and you just keep pushing it down, it takes a lot of energy to pretend something that happened did not happen. Okay, it takes a lot of energy to pretend that you're fine when you're not. It takes a lot of energy to just keep pushing down the pain. It's easier, actually, to release the pain, to heal the pain, so that you move forward freely. Because as I keep saying, love energy materialized. If you do not have a clear channel for love to flow through, you will struggle to manifest anything in your life. You can work harder and harder and harder, but you will always hit a ceiling and never quite get beyond that ceiling. Or in most people's cases, you'll just keep procrastinating on what needs to be done to build your purpose-aligned life and business, and keep building a life and potentially a business that you don't even want. But you'll keep telling yourself you have no choice. But it's not true. You do have a choice. You just sometimes, for some of y'all, avoiding looking at the broken parts inside of you. But the thing about it is that everything that you've been through, I'm not saying that, the divine ordained that you should go through that stuff. No, at all. But the thing is that you did. You did go through that stuff. So it can be used to propel you forward. It can be used as to help it. It can be used. You're already using it probably to help other people. But you can do it in such a way that you too are served. And that's what this is what I'm trying to talk to you about here. Stop avoiding the knowing that actually there are parts of you that need to heal. It is not weakness to admit that you were traumatized by certain things that happened to you in your childhood. It is not weakness to admit that you need help. It is stupidness to continue pushing forward when obviously something is blocking you and you're refusing to look at it. Or the other side of it is that the very trauma that you are pretending is not there is causing you to believe that you're not safe. And so you should never share what's going on with you with anybody else. So you don't get the support you need. The divine points you in the direction of listening to someone like me on a live stream like this, and it's speaking directly to your heart, but you don't do anything because you keep thinking, oh, there's a scam or everybody's out to get me. You don't realize that it is your trauma that is causing you to think that. Okay? It is your trauma that is causing you to think that, and it's keeping you from the free, fulfilled, financially abundant, love-drenched life that you actually are meant to have. Okay? You can be successful and not fulfilled. And some of you have experienced that. I definitely experienced that. To the world, I looked successful. But inside of me, I felt broken, unhealed. Well, I wasn't thinking in terms of unhealed. I just knew that something was not quite right. Okay? Something was not quite right. And I wasn't sure that I wanted to explore it too much because, as I said, I'd seen too many people just kind of doing this whole, oh, I'm healing, there's something wrong, I'm broken, 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 I'm always broken, basically. And I just didn't want to fall into that. It was just like, yeah, no. Okay. However, that is not the only way to heal. Forever searching and for, I mean, the truth is, on this planet, the chances are that there will always be something that you can clear and you can get rid of. However, that does not need to stop you from moving forward. So don't be afraid that just because you're doing the healing work that you're now going to become a wimpy, oh, I always have something to heal kind of person. No, that's not who you are. You are a powerful, limitless individual because you are one with the divine. You do carry the power that created all things. It is within you. However, if you really want to unleash all of that power, you are going to need to heal. Okay? There's no way around it. There's no way around it. You're going to need to heal. Yeah? If you want to fully live to the best of your potential, you're going to need to heal because there are parts of you, all the trauma, the emotional abuse, the sexual abuse, the physical abuse, it is holding you back. It is holding you back. It is blocking you up. It is causing you to behave in ways that limit your success, that you don't see because you're so used to acting in that way. So it's like when I did that forgiveness day, it released me. To this day, I don't quite know what behaviors I did differently, but I did do something. Obviously, I must have done something differently that caused my income to double in 90 days. But I had been trying and I'd hit the ceiling and I couldn't get past it. But then I did this forgiveness day and something opened up. And suddenly, it's like I say to clients, you start seeing opportunities that you hadn't seen before, even though they probably were always around you. But because you have now elevated yourself, your energy, your frequency to a new level, you start seeing higher frequency opportunities that were always there, but you were not aware of them whilst you had all these blocks and such blocking up your channel. So, honeys, if you really truly want to live a free, fulfilled, financially abundant, love-drenched life, it is time for you to heal. Okay? You need to heal. You need to heal. You need to heal. You are a leader and you need to freaking heal. Okay? All that sense, you're looking for safety, you're worried that you're going to lose safety by looking at what's going on inside of your heart. Honey, the thing has already happened. The worst has already happened. That's what you're shielding instead of releasing. And I'm asking you to release it so that you're free. For goodness sake, so you're not continually being controlled by something that happened to you, 10, 15, 20, God knows how many years ago. It's time for you to set yourself free from all of that stuff. So yeah, I do invite you to have a 90-minute deep dive intensive session with me. Okay? Let's see what is keeping you stuck. Because if you've been pushing and working hard, or you find yourself you're unable to do the thing you know that you need to do in order to move to your next level, let's have a conversation. Let's see. Let's go to the divine. Let's unblock you, so that you can move forward with power, with all of your power backing you up, rather than a lot of your power being used to push down these things that you're trying to pretend don't affect you. It is time for you to start fully accepting all of you. It's time for you to start fully accepting all of you. Some of y'all, one of the reasons why you're so focused on other people's drama and trying to help everybody else is because of all of these traumas. It makes you feel hyper responsible for everybody else's happiness, and that leads to you overworking and burning out. And again, you do not have energy then to live your own life. But it's you trying to control everything, trying to control everyone around you. But actually, it's just a trauma response. It's not a sign of strength. Though you, in your trauma responding way, may think it is a sign of strength, but actually, all your overgiving thing, it's because of you're still reacting to your sexual, physical, emotional abuse. So it still has control over you, though you think you're controlling it. You're not. You're being controlled by this trauma if you do not choose to heal. So I get it. I get why you're trying to avoid this stuff, but it is keeping you from your greatest good. So enough already. We're going to finish by singing the affirmation for this week. I think it's the final time we sing it, which is, I accept all of me. The dark, the light, the in-between. I accept all of me. I love me. And I really want you to take that to heart, because in avoiding these parts of you, You are literally continually saying to yourself that there are parts of me that are unacceptable. Enough. Enough doing this to yourself. You deserve to be free, to be fulfilled, to be financially abundant, to be love drenched. But you are the one that has to claim it. And sometimes claiming it is simply by allowing yourself to heal. Okay? Okay. I accept all of me without the light, the in between. I accept all of me. I love me. I accept all of me. Without the light, the in between. I accept all of me. I love me. I love me. Okay, my loves. You need to heal so you can definitely grow rich. Are you ready? Are you ready to stop using all of your energy to just prove yourself or to earn something or whatever it is that you're doing? Enough allowing your past trauma to continue to control you. It's time to set yourself free. Listen, let's have a session together. You can message me the word private session or look around this video. There's a link to the Remove the Blocks personal session. Let's have a session. Just you and I and the divine sorting out your stuff. Sorting out your stuff, okay? Go take a look, get your spot. Until the next time, my loves, such a pleasure to connect with you. Now go forth and choose very deliberately to prosper. Much amazing love. Bye.